Hi guys, Mirka here. I'm so excited about today's subject. It's all about mistakes with Russian volume fans. I know where is your mistake. I know where you're struggling when you're creating that perfect Russian volume fan. We've been selling our courses for so many years and I see it over and over again that people are making the same mistakes when they try to create this perfect fan. So I have created this video. It's all about 11 mistakes what people are doing regularly. I've noticed it so many times. It's always the same mistakes and I hope this video really help you. The first thing what you should know as well before you watch this video is to understand what kind of lashes you should be using for your mega volume and what kind of lashes you should be using for your 2, 3, 4 days. So it would be really handy to watch. If you don't understand it, watch the video, but I'm gonna pop in my comments. I hope that's gonna make it more clear, because if you're practicing with the wrong lashes, then that's your problem number one. The lashes what you practice with should be the right lashes as well. So I hope this video will be helpful and I will see you in my next video. So the first thing what I've noticed is the position of the fingers when holding the tweezers. Most of the students are holding tweezers up here, and like this, when they do want to pick up the lashes, they don't have much control over the grip. So I would really suggest to move your fingers a little bit lower and maybe have them a little bit closer to the tip. So like this, when I do want to squeeze my lashes, I will have total control over my tweezers and nice strong grip. The second thing would be your tweezers. Always make sure that you invest into your tweezers. The good quality tweezers will give you really nice Russian volume fan. So what does that mean is, if you do squeeze your tweezers, okay, so if I do squeeze them, I need to make sure there is no gap whatsoever between my grip. If I do have a gap, that means that my lashes will actually be left out on the strip, that some of the lashes will not be picked up with my tweezers. So as you can see, there is a slight gap between my tweezers. So I'm just showing you an example. And now I'm squeezing my tweezers really nicely and there is no gap whatsoever. And that's what you want. You don't want any gap in between your tweezers. So please make sure you find good company with the good tweezers. Mistake number 3 would be dirty tweezers. Always make sure that your tweezers are nice and clean before you start. We clean our tweezers in barbicide, but then also we are using 70% alcohol wipes before and during our treatment. It happened quite a few times that sometimes your tweezers will have a little bit of sticky residue where your grip is, or sometimes your tweezers can accidentally touch the adhesive when you try to dip your fan in the adhesive. So the alcohol wipes are really useful. Mistake number 4 would be actually sticking the lashes correctly onto the tape. So what I've noticed is that the clients are actually picking up the lashes, and when they do want to stick onto the tape the lashes, where they want to fan the lashes, they don't actually push on them hard enough for all lashes to stick. As you can see, I didn't push hard enough and some of the lashes actually pinged back. So as I mentioned, I'm going to show you one more example. The students pick up the lashes and they just gently drop them on the tape, and like this some of the lashes will actually collapse. So that's not correct. What I would recommend would be just to pick up any amount of your lashes and then gently push here when you stick them onto your tape. So like this, all lashes stay nicely stuck on the tape and you can nicely fan your lashes. Mistake number 5 would be when you pick up the lashes and you try to re-stick them back on the tape, sometimes the tape is not sticky enough. That happens when you use the lashes from the tape in one day, and then when you don't practice for a week or for a few days, all the dust is falling onto this part. So when after a week or so, when you come back to practice with your fans, what happens is that this part will have dust on it. So when you do want to pick any amount of the lashes, and when you try to then restick them back onto the tape is not strong enough to actually hold the lashes there because it's got dust on it. So always try to stick the lashes on the freshest part of the tape. Another mistake what I've noticed was when the new student was trying to fan the lashes, they were trying to fan 9, 10, 11 lashes together, which is the mega volume. I would suggest to work with, I don't know, maybe 2, 3, maximum 4D. So just try really small amount of the lashes and try to fan this at the beginning instead of working with 9 or 10 lashes at the beginning. So like this, you can just improve with really small amount of lashes instead of trying to work with the mega volume. Another common mistake is that most of the students are actually practicing with the longest lashes. I would suggest to be using from the beginning maybe 8, 9, 10, maybe maximum 11 in the length. Because if you try to work with the 12s, 13s or 14s, when you try to restick them back onto the tape, most of the time your fan collapses, and that's not correct. So when you do grab shorter length, for example, we're gonna work with the length 8, and when you do restick it, as they are nice and short, they stay nicely on the tape. So try to practice with the shorter lashes than 11. And when you do want to work with the longer lashes, I would suggest that you actually stick them below brow line and not on the actual brow line. So not like this, because like this you don't have the control over them, you can't push properly. But if you go here, then you've got better control and you can push it gently, and like this they just stay nicely on that tape. Another common mistake is creating fans. So let me just grab this amount of lashes, and we're just gonna restick them back on the tape, and we're gonna create fans. Some of the students are making completely different fans from one another. You need to try to create very similar fans so all fans look the same. I try to create something similar to this fan. I don't like my fan too wide like this because that gives you quite messy look. Okay, so I don't like my fans like this. I like my fan quite narrow. So whatever fans do you like, try to make sure that all your fans are equal. Another mistake what I've noticed was when the clients, students, when they are quite rough. So I always say we are lash artists, so just take your time and try to create perfection. So like this, you can create perfect fan, but you're just gently scratching on the base of your lashes. Where some of the students are quite rough, and what they do when they try to separate the lashes, or not separate, but try to create a fan, they do this. Okay, so like this, they're not gonna create perfect fan. They are just too rough. So just try to be really, really gentle when you try to create your fans. And at the end, when you do want to pick up your fan, you have to make sure that you pick it up where is your grip in your tweezers. So whenever you want to pick up your fan, you always have to make sure that you're looking at the grip. So what I normally do when I get new tweezers, I squeeze my fan in between the tweezers in any parts, and I'm just checking if some of my lashes are moving. My lashes are not moving, that means my grip is there. But if I wanna squeeze my fan in here, none of the lashes are moving, but if I want to squeeze it maybe here, as you can see, some of the lashes are moving. That means my grip is not there anymore. So when you do pick up your fan, always make sure that it's within a grip.